Future Twan here. I kind of forgot that Hobbs and Shaw wasn't in this, so yeah. So for that, I would just give it a C, kind of mid. It was okay, but just mid. So yeah. Now back to the regular signing program. What is good, YouTube? Today I'll be doing another video, another tier list, and today it is on Fast and Furious. And I'm gonna be honest, one, two, and four, foggy, foggy on the plot. Just giving you a heads up. A little bit fog, a little bit head fog on it. I'm gonna be completely fair. I know this one doesn't have a Diesel. I know this is when Letty dies. And I know this is when Brian will obviously have Vin Diesel meet. Alright, so starting with the Fast and the Furious. Dude, this is classic, street racing, getting everyone to the street racing. This like iconic scene where the guy jumps over like the bridge of the car, like the bridge of the car. Plot, I can't lie, I don't know that, and for that reason, I think it goes mid. Just because I don't know the plot as much, and that's just my part. It could be good, for all I know. But for me, just not knowing it as much, it is mid, in my opinion. But I'm pretty okay. From last time I remember, it is a solid movie. The plot, I can't remember. I don't think it's about like stealing cars or something like that. If I'm correct, like stealing car parts. All right. Now, Fast and Furious, or Too Fast, Too Furious, is with Tyrese and Paul Walker. Surprisingly, this one doesn't have Vin Diesel, and it also has Ludacris in it. And the plot I remember is about a drug dealer or like taking down drug dealers. There's an iconic scene of where like all the cars scatter, and Tyrese jumping onto the boat at the end, like when he's chasing. I can't remember who he's chasing for. I know it's like some chick that's like stuck on the boat with the drug dealer, and then the end up well, obviously winning or beating the drug dealer or getting him arrested. And honestly, it does have some pretty good visuals and car races. To be fair, so for that, I'm putting it in good. I think it's one better than this. Surprisingly, even though it doesn't have literally the main character Vin Diesel. So this is good in my opinion. Now, Tokyo Drift. Let me just tell you this: Crack Sean, freaking Han, Bow Wow, dude, cracked. I know some people people don't like this movie as much because it has like a disconnect, but it is the goat. It is amazing, and then plus two, how like the ending of this movie connects to this one, or I think yeah, this one, right? Correct. I think Fast Six, yeah, it does. It is amazing, and then this is the car that this is the movie that got me into JDMs, dude. It is amazing. The plot is terrific. Okay, not gonna lie, the beginning's a little shoddy. Where like, not gonna lie, he has to go to Japan because, well, he crashes the car. That's kind of weak plot in the beginning, but then it gets so much better. Given those kind of halved, with like the Japanese. I don't know if it's Japanese mafia. I can't remember. Like they want to race and then like stuff. Dude, it's just an amazing movie. Love it. 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Like it is correct. The cars are amazing. Dude, the soundtrack. The soundtrack is amazing. Oh my god, dude. This movie is cracked. The acting was okay. I'm not gonna lie. The acting was okay. Just a terrific movie overall. If anyone disagrees with this, you're just not a JDM fan then. Now, Fast and Furious. Like I said, I'm not for sure. I feel like it went from like a 6 out of 10 to 7 out of 10, then to like a 10 out of 10, and then went back to like a 7. So the Fast and Furious, I say, is good. I know this is when Letty dies and then she comes back later in Fast 6. I'm not going to discuss that now. But it is a good plot, a good villain. It connects. Paul Walker's in prison, I think, for like a good amount, I think like 30 minutes in the movie, because it is part of the plan of the movie. So that is a dub. She dies, that adds plot for his reason, like the next few movies, which is amazing. And I think this is like when it starts getting away from the racing aspect and more into like it becoming more of a serious action film than like racing the streets from here. Like from 1 to 4, there's a huge difference in theme and plot points, in my opinion. But that doesn't make either of these bad. Just heads up. Now, Fast Five. Okay, these two movies are peak. It went from the Goat then to Goat Part Two. This was amazing. This is taking down what's it called, the drug lord. I think it's in Colombia or Brazil. Dude, it is amazing. It has The Rock, even though like most of the movies he's in are decent. I'm not gonna say they're all bad, but they're decent in most of the parts, and it is terrific, dude. It is so good. The ending too, and then how this end, like how the ending of this connects to another future movie. Like the connection is great. The villain is goaded. My favorite part is when how do I say this? is when they were racing. I think it was the Hellcats. I think, or like they went like they broke into the police station, started racing all the cars. That was good. Acting is good in this. Dude, they're just terrific movie. 10. Okay, 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Fast and Furious 6. Okay, this is when they're hitting a line of like, maybe we should have ended after Fast 5, but I'll give it a pass. I think this movie is mid, in my opinion. I know that this villain. Okay, I can't remember the exact film, but this is when Letty comes back. Okay, no, also I need to mention this as well for Fast 5. The Rock is a great villain. He's like a subplot villain, and dude, he is a great villain. Obviously, Ally, same thing with Paul Walker. He becomes friends with Vin Diesel, same thing like as The Rock does. But Fast and Furious 6. The villain, I'm not too sure of what his plot was to be exact. I'm gonna be completely honest. I understand Lenny comes back. She's working for the villain, and that is also why I like this is not bad, is because it connects these two. It connects these two into like, all right, this story is connective, and it's not just, oh, this happens, and then we're just not gonna focus on this anymore. Just the movie, just a cash grab. Like, it actually connects all together, and I like that a lot. Plot's pretty good. I don't even think there was a race in this. If not, I think there was only one, and I think this is when they start actually getting rid of the races, because this actually had one, which was the Hellcats, and like later in the like when they stole it from the police chases. Now Furious 7. I think it's better because I actually know what the villain's purpose is, and he's a consistent villain, not villain, but like character in the movie. And for that, I think I give it a better than mid. So Fast Furious 7 as mid. The plot is good. He's getting revenge for his brother after Furious 6 and what happened here. And I think it's great. And what they did with The Rock, I feel like it's they kind of underused him, in my opinion. But it's obviously for background like drama that was happening during this time. And the villain was good. I am happy that I do like Jason Statham as an actor himself, but him in this movie is alright as a villain, as like a villain in whole. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is when they use like full Paul Walker CGI, and I just have to say, they need to stop using him in these movies. Like from here to here, you keep on mentioning him. Just don't mention him. Give him like a reason either to be off screen, not apparent, or none of that. Like, I understand like maybe like his family, like, you know, like, yeah, we'll let it slide, but it's like give him if the family's cool with it. I'm just saying this. Give him a reason to either pass away in the movies or just not be involved, I guess you can say. You know, to give like a valid reason. You know, that'd be understandable. Stop mentioning this man. It makes no sense, especially in an upcoming movie when he's mentioned, you know? Alright, so Fate of the Furious. It is bad. I'm gonna be completely honest. It is bad. The Fate of the Furious. Cypher. Good slot point, you know, where like from Fast 5, he had a kid with the one police officer. And like Cypher's holding him hostage, so it makes Vin Diesel become a villain, I guess you can say. For what's it called, for God's Eye, I think, right? Is that God's Eye? No, this is God's Eye, and she wants the God's Eye now. Like, she wants it, and she does obviously get it in like future movies, not future movies, but like later on in this movie. And I do think she is a good villain, but I don't think good enough. She kind of gets annoying, not gonna lie. This is where they're like, no more racing. We're done with racing. We're not a racing movie anymore. We're not a racing franchise. So for that, it isn't bad. No. Do I give this its own tier? God, Fast and the Furious 9. What can I even say about this movie? Is there even any question? Is there even any question? Like, who let him cook? Who? Honestly, who? Like, it makes no sense. Han comes back from what? The death? It makes no sense. Literal 0 sense. He died in this movie, one of the best movies. Like, they didn't have to bring him back. He came back for no reason. Like, what are they thinking? And then Jacob? John Cena just a random brother? Where was he for the past 9 movies? Like, what? And then, obviously, of course, they include freaking Brian for no reason. I think they say his name like once, which is a slide. But this guy, I think everyone knows what scene I'm talking about. most atrocious things I've seen in life. I understand they acknowledge how idiotic it was that he survived it, but it doesn't justify it when you're gonna mention it when he could just take it out the whole movie. Like in this, like it feels like everyone's a superhero. No one dies. The plot is terrible. His whole brother. The flashback scene even looked bad, dude. Trying to get a younger actor from Vin Diesel. I'm not shooting on the actor, right? He's an actor for a reason, all right. But dude, holy crap! Just this whole movie, I think it was like what, like 2 hours long, was a drag to watch, dude. Holy crap! I don't get how they went from this and then 4 movies later to this. It is insane. They went from literally from like mid being 2 movies and then they just to straight like, what is this? Plot is terrible. I'm not gonna say acting's terrible, but just everything is so bad. It makes no sense. This is the definition of what is going on now. Now, Fast X. Is anyone even surprised? It is better than this, but it is still an. They need to stop it. Like they're kicking a dead horse. They are kicking a dead horse. They're asking it to get up, and it is rightfully murdered in the slaughterhouse, dead for like a year. Like Jason Momoa as a villain is terrific. Like out of all the villains, I say in this, Jason Momoa was the best because like he's not a type of villain you see in the Fast and Furious franchise, and I do like how he is tied back to Fast 5, which is one of the good movies. So like a villain being connected to this does make sense, and I understand people are mad about the cliffhanger at the end, but you gotta give it some leeway. You know, it's a 3-parter, which is even terrible. But the only reason it's above this is because of the villain. He is a great villain, like psychotic. He's like the Joker of Fast and Furious, but the plot is all right. You know, I'll give it a like solid C, B maybe for plot. But everything else, atrocious. Man's playing Rocket League in Rome, dude. Like what? Dude, he's literally kicking around a soccer ball. And again, they mention Brian. Why? Why mention him? Why mention him at all? Like it makes no sense at all. Then Jacob from like he went from this movie wanting to murder Vin Diesel to I'm a good guy now. I am familiar. Cypher 2 is familiar for no reason. For no absolute reason. Okay. Oh my god, I'm getting heated about this movie. Need to pull it back. Jason Momoa though, solid. Everything else bad. Cypher becoming air quote family maybe? Because she kind of went to Vin Diesel's house for like a reason. And a part when how do I say this? What's her name? I just blinked on her name. But basically, Vin Diesel's wife and Cypher got arrested together. You know what they do when they could escape? They fight. They literally fight. It was a drag watching movie. And you know who else came back to life? You know who else came back to life?
Hello?
Are you kidding me? Why? Why bring her back? She did not help the plot. Okay, at the end, I understand why. She came back like for the submarine. It could have been literally anyone. It could have been a henchman. It could have been anyone. It could have been just a single soul, and everyone would have been okay with that. Why did they have to bring Giselle back? Why? Why? And the fact that Pete Davidson too is in the movie, not shooting on him. He's a great comedian and actor. I feel like he just did it because he's a celebrity. But just why bring in Giselle? It makes no sense. Like none. And I do like the twist of AIM being air quote side villain, like henchman, but it's kind of obvious. You can like literally, he's kind of like The Rock in the sense of like Fast Five, where like he's kind of like villain, but also trying to like actually be a lawful person. But it's again, it is kind of obvious. Am I excited for Fast 11? No. Am I gonna watch it? Yes. I'm already 10 deep. Why stop now? So this is my list. I hope you guys enjoyed. Lots of bads, but also lots of goods. If you guys like this, please leave a like and subscribe for more and a comment down below. Bye bye.